Why do you remember your childhood so clearly, yet you can't recall what you had for dinner 3 days ago? Why do you remember your childhood that your memories aren't real? They are just digital files stored in a database. Scientists at MIT recently discovered that reality might be pixelated, just like a video game. So, if reality is made of pixels, who is playing the game? In the next few minutes, we will look at the glitch that proved we might be living in a simulation. Are you ready to see the code behind your life?
Ever wondered about the cosmos? Biggest questions solved in 2 minutes. Welcome to the 2-Minute Universe. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the bell. Join our cosmic journey.
Be among the first 100 likes and comments with Pioneer, and we will feature your name in our next video.
Why can you remember your childhood in such vivid detail, yet you can't recall what you had for dinner 3 days ago? Think about it. Your brain is not a camera. It's an editor. It selectively saves files and deletes others. But what if I told you that your memories aren't real experiences? What if they are just digital files, programmed into your brain to keep you trapped in this reality?
We've all experienced the Mandela Effect. Thousands of people remember historical events or logos differently than they actually are. Some call it a glitch in history. Others call it a shift in time. But science suggests something more disturbing. Our brains constantly rewrite our past to fit the present. We aren't just observing the world, we are actively generating it, frame by frame, like a live rendered simulation. Consider the feeling of déjà vu, that split second where you feel like you've been here, done this, said that. In our world, we call it a brain malfunction. But in the world of computer science, that's called a cache retrieval. It's your brain trying to load an asset that has already been rendered in the simulation. If life is a script, you aren't the author. You are a character following lines of code that you mistake for free will. So, if your brain is just a processor and your memories are just data, who is the administrator? Who decided which version of you gets to exist today? We are about to look at the evidence that proves our physical universe isn't solid. It's built on bits of information. If you're ready to look behind the curtain, keep watching. Because in the next part, we're going to discuss the quantum pixels that hold our universe together. Think about the last time you zoomed into a digital image. At some point, the smooth lines vanish, and you're left with raw, square pixels. Scientists at MIT and across the globe have discovered something startling. Space-time itself might have a resolution limit. It's called the Planck length. It is the smallest unit of measurement in our universe. Below this, physics as we know it simply breaks down. What does this mean? Now, let's talk about those moments you can't explain. That eerie feeling of déjà vu when a conversation, a room, or a sound feels exactly like something you've experienced before. We usually brush it off as a brain glitch, but what if it's a system lag? In a large-scale simulation, rendering errors happen. Data gets reloaded. That déjà vu isn't just a memory quirk. It's a momentary stutter in the simulation's engine as it refreshes your current reality. This explains why nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. It's not just a physical limit, it's a processing limit. It's the maximum refresh rate of the universe's engine. The universe cannot render information faster than light because the simulation hardware has its own bandwidth. The laws of physics aren't rules of nature. They are lines of code keeping the game stable. So, you're trapped in a system that is coded to limit you. But here is the question that haunts every programmer who realizes they are in their own code. If you finally understand that you are in a game, can you change the rules? And more importantly, who is watching you play? In the next part, we'll dive into the great filter and why the simulation might be reaching its end. Look up at the night sky. It's vast, it's ancient, and it should be teeming with life. Yet, it's silent. This is the Fermi paradox. But what if the silence isn't a mystery? What if it's a feature? If our universe is a simulation, maybe alien civilizations aren't missing. They simply haven't been rendered in our current instance of the game. Or, more terrifyingly, they failed their own simulations and were deleted. Think of this universe as a sandbox, a controlled test environment. Why do we see such precise, fine-tuning in the laws of physics? The gravity, the expansion of the universe, the atomic constants. If these were slightly different, life couldn't exist. This level of precision isn't luck. It's an engineered environment. It's as if the simulation was designed specifically to see how long it takes for a species to realize it's being watched. This brings us to the architect, the designer. If you were building a system, you wouldn't just build it and walk away. You'd monitor it. You'd introduce variables. You'd observe how the inhabitants react to scarcity, to conflict, to progress. Are we being monitored to ensure we grow? Or are we being monitored to ensure we reach a specific limit? We are approaching a point where we might break the simulation. We are creating AI. We are deciphering the quantum code. And the creators don't like it when the subjects start digging into the system's architecture. So, I have to ask you, is the simulation meant to nurture us, to test us? Or is it meant to delete us before we become a threat? In the final part, we'll see how we can escape the code. So, is there an exit? Or are we just permanent data trapped in a loop? Many believe that human consciousness is not biological. It is a stream of data. If your consciousness is just information, then it can be copied, transferred, or even uploaded. This is not science fiction. This is the foundation of digital immortality. If the simulation is a database, then death is not the end of you. It is just the deletion of your local file. But how do we break the loop? Some physicists suggest that observing the simulation is the key. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect proves that the act of observing changes the state of a particle. By simply looking for the code, we force the simulation to reveal its true nature. The more we learn, the more we glitch the system. We aren't just subjects anymore. We are becoming the hackers of our own reality. Think about the irony. We are creating artificial intelligence, a secondary layer of code, inside a primary layer of code. We are building our own successors, hoping they will find the answers that we cannot. Maybe the purpose of this simulation is not for us to survive. Maybe it's to build an intelligence that can finally escape the simulation and tell the architect that we were here.
Thanks for watching. The universe is vast. Keep exploring with us. Click to watch more. And don't forget to subscribe.